this where I'm going back to my Lord.
Madam Vice President, good evening. Welcome to the Bong Media.
Good evening. Happy New Year.
Okay.
I think where we're going now.
It's happy to see you in the county. Just tell us why are you in Bong County? Though this is your county, but I know that you got a lot of
I don't need
activities.
why I'm here.
Okay.
The thing is, I'm a citizen of this county, but I'm not vice president for Bong.
Okay.
I'm vice president for the entire country. So I can't always be here, though I love being here. So whenever I get a call, I try to come, but there's a lot of work to do across the country. Over the last 4 or 5 months, we've gone to Grand Chidef, Nimba, Cape Mount, Bombi, Mangibi. So I've been going across the country like I should be doing to assess the work that the president has been doing across the country. In the next few weeks, when the legislature returns, we'll go to the southeast. So Bong County has its own leadership under the able leadership of the superintendent and the legislative caucus. So I want to allow them to do some of their own work. Now, you know, I can't somewhere it can be. Everyone can feel intimidated. So I live in Bong County, but my heart is still here and I will continue to work here.
So, Madam Vice President, follow your assessment across the country about the workings of the government. What can you tell Liberians about the workings of the CDC government?
That the president has, for the last 5 years, done a lot of amazing things. A few days ago, he was in Bapolu. In fact, yesterday, dedicating a first-class hospital. There's no equipment in any hospital in the world that is not there. Yes, you didn't see the pictures? You need to do the research now because they think the press will also be doing research on what's going on. There are road projects being done from Ganta to Zwedu, the road project from Medina to Rabosport. There are schools being built, scholarships being given. There are a lot of things going on. The president is interested in building this country, and that is what he has been involved with.
Now, you on today visited the messenger of peace coming Bong. The key word is peace. I mean, very shortly we're going to enter into 2023. So what's your message to Liberians?
Well, my message is patriotism first. Anything you love, you protect. You ensure that it is secured. You ensure that it grows. You ensure that it develops. But if you love something, that's what you do. And I think that will be the example we set as you guys in the media look at people's activities. Some people have decided that they will be destroyers, they will make noise, they will make other people look bad. Then you know who's interested in the growth and development of our country. In the end, this is the only country we have. During the war, many people went to plenty of places. We all had to come back. Because first thing they would say, the Liberian people spoil their country. So let's build this country. I want to speak to the opposition. You are a Liberian. What it requires is that whatever support you get, come and help us build. That is where your example would be, not just in book talk. I was in opposition in the leadership of Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. I raised the highest amount of money for Bong County, only next to Monserrate. So I didn't sit in my seat and say, oh, let's spoil Ellen Sirleaf government. No. I worked, we did all kinds of different things here. Today, there's a university here, even though we're having challenges there, but things were done. And so I want to call upon all of us, we are Liberians. If you have friends in the diaspora, there are hospitals, they don't have drugs. It's government to provide drugs for all the hospitals. It's not possible. So all of us have to come together and work. So come join us in the team.
Okay. Finally, what's your message? The just ended census, Madam Vice President. What do you make of the just ended census?
The census is a very positive thing. because I know that we are at 90% across the country. We're doing a little bit of map up in Monserrado and 1 or 2 places in Bong. But basically, a lot of the counties are complete. Payments are being done. And so the promise I made when I got involved in this process about 2 months ago have come to fruition. The results of the census will be given to the president to put in his annual message. So we're not going to jumpstart him. This is his census. When he makes the annual message, we'll get the numbers. We'll get all of the details. Remember, this is not a census for President Weah. This is a census for our country. It will tell you where the young people are. It will tell you where the babies are. It will tell you where the teachers, who doing what. It's a whole census about our whole life. You can just look at the census and tell what happened in Liberia. So we can use it for many, many, many other.
Well, I want to go to work. I'm in conversation with Anthony Gabriel, the son of the borough of Nikuta, a crew by trap. Welcome to this interview, Anthony Gabriel.
Yeah.
So what do you make of the state of affairs, how Joria is running the country?
No, my name is Anthony Gabriel. I live for 2008, I live for Nikuta for my district. Now, my answer the fact. It come corrupt. Number 1. Post office here, no school fee. The West and shoe, all I want there. Look at Bona Cairo Side shoe. It's getting harder. No money to eat post 300 for land for yesterday. So I get to the A. Right now, Java comment is correct. 2023, what coming? In a Baramba, I want to keep Java out for 2023. In a Baramba, Baramba 2023. In my Jose, I want to keep Java out. I want to keep Desmo out. In my Jose, keep Java out. You
say you want to keep Joria out?
I see, I tell you, bullshit nonsense. I could go for Grand Club for South. I want to keep Java out. I want to keep Desmo out.
So why you
2023
sounding dead?
2023 can't want to both those sort of Desmo. They do shit, they're fucking Desmo. I want to keep Desmo there out. I tell you, bullshit nonsense. I want to know Desmo. I want to see no city in my face, no monkey.
So you want to see no city?
I want to see no city. I want to see that.
Joria fail you.
Joria fail. Joria can lie. He correct. He can see. He can lie. Also therapy. He break up a no book.
So what you make of the war crackle issue?
The war crackle don't do it. Get it. BYJ. John Bode. Tilo never go to hell. John we are inside war crackle. Joria settle. A settle go to hell too. It do other wicked damn fucking damn court here. I don't see Java no more fair.
Thank you. What's your name again?
Anthony Gabriel.
Get started. We first of all want to start the ceremony. It's a very short ceremony, okay? So we want to start with a word of prayer. We want to call on a volunteer to do our prayer. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. I'm doing a prayer. No bow. Father, in the name of Jesus, we bless you. We thank you for today. We thank you for this occasion. Lord, you who brought us here is protecting us from the beginning, from this morning to now. We pray that you, Lord, be in everything that we are doing here. May your Holy Spirit guide and protect us. We bless your name in Jesus' name. Okay, I want to play this prayer as well to do the welcome remarks. I'm going to play this prayer as the Vice Chairman for Administration of the Council of Patriots. So, on behalf of the Executive, the International and the National Executive of the Council of Patriots, we want to welcome you to this ceremony. We want to welcome you to this welcome ceremony. There's a done statement I'm using, right? Welcoming you to a welcome ceremony of our most powerful chairman, Chairman Henry Pedro Costa. Not to waste of time, we are going directly to a statement special statement by the hero, Chairman Henry P. Costa. DJ, this floor small reason why we are preparing for the chairman to speak out. The welcome song, that powerful welcome song.
Yep. Will it work yet? One, two.
He said, don't shake it.
Put you in a great star. Thank you for speaking for us, for standing in the gap for us. That's why we celebrate you and say
Give me the flag. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. Give yourselves a round of applause. I am very humbled. To say I'm humbled is an understatement. I am prostrated at your feet in gratitude. Eternal, undying gratitude for the love you have shown to me. 40 years ago, I was born in a little village called Mashi Town. My power when I reach, my mind when I reach. But look at me today, I stand here, good people like you. You see, one of the mistakes leaders make is that they forget what the people do for them by giving them power or by uplifting them. Never. You should never forget. I want to take this time to thank my team. Several teams we have. Our team that traveled all the way from the United States with me to be here today. They put this whole thing together from that end. 15 individuals bought their own plane tickets, took time off work to come to Liberia to stand shoulder to shoulder with us because they are patriots, members of the Council of Patriots. They want a better Liberia. Then I also want to thank our team on the ground. The Vice Chair for Administration. Then I want to thank you once again, all of you, for coming here since this morning. When this thing started, they said, oh, the hero now go from hero to zero because they didn't see the thousands of you at the airport. The people were coming. They didn't know the people were coming. But look now. Look what it has turned to be. Then after you, I want to give the greatest thanks to God God Almighty, the Alpha and the Omega, the author and finisher of our faith. The God who gave us life to be standing here today. We thank him. This country will rise once again. I always say this: Liberia is a good woman who throughout her life has never known a good man. She has only been with bad men. She's a good woman. She takes care of the children. She takes care of the man. She does everything to keep the house going strong. But the husband does not appreciate her. He treats her badly. He treats her badly physically, psychologically, and mentally. And when you go to her and tell her that you are a good man and she should leave that bad man and be with you, she will not even understand what you mean. Because all her life, all she has known is a bad man. But one day, when that good woman finds a good man and she goes and be with that good man, that good woman will never go back to a bad man. The day the Liberian people find a good leader, the day this beautiful woman called Liberia finds a good husband, she will never ever settle for a bad husband. Because now she will raise the stake. Now she knows what it means to have a good president or a good leader who cares about the people, who will not spend $1.5 million to go and watch a football game when people are suffering in the country. Not a good for nothing president who is not able to confront you and talk to you. He goes into a church from a pulpit, he throws hints at you. He's a weakling. He is not a leader. A leader stands in front of the people. No matter how difficult the time, he speaks to the people. And even if the people do not believe him, but he has the courage and the tenacity and the intellectual capacity to speak the truth. But not a self-seeking, conceited, ungrateful leader. I want to say this to you.
One, two. No breakdown. Hold on.
Thank you. Now I can fire more. Yes. You see, we all own this country. Nobody owns this country more than the other person. Nobody is more Liberian than the other person. Look at it. That's peace. That's blessing. In 10 months from now, we will have a new president in the mansion. His son not playing for America. His girlfriend not in Ghana. He ain't got children all over the place. All his family right here. He's been married for 50 years. He's a family man. He's a deacon in the church. He is not a fake pastor. He's a truly decent, honorable, humble man. And when he becomes president, he will lift this country up, and then he will prepare us, the young people, and he will turn it over to us. And together, we will take this country, and we'll move with this country, and Liberia will become what it can be, that sweet land of liberty. Not sweet land of liberty for a few people, not sweet land of liberty for Congo people or country people, but for all Liberians. Some of you ask me, why do you support Joseph Human Boakai for president? Do you know the story about Joseph in the Bible? Joseph's brothers were so jealous of him. They sold him into slavery. But they didn't know what they were doing. They were his destiny helpers, and they didn't know that. And then famine would fall upon the land, and they would go and seeking food. And their brother had now become prime minister, and he would help them. This Joseph that we have, this Joseph who was betrayed by Ellen to put this monster upon us. When I told the Liberian people Kojologo and poison, I told you it will happen. I said you take the Kojologo, it may be better, but it will make you well. But when you drink the poison, it will kill you. Today we are dying. We are dying. But I come here to give you hope. This flag will fly once again. It will fly once again. And we will build a Liberia where your children and my children can have a great future. Where you don't have to go to America to own a car. You don't have to go to a foreign country to own a house. You can live in this country with the blessings that God has bestowed on us. We can make this country work for every human being in this country. But to do that, you must have the right leadership to do that. Natural resources cannot build a country. A country is built by visionary leadership. Honest leadership. A leadership of integrity. And that is the leadership that Joe Walker will bring to this country. And I have said this. I'd rather not be senator. I would give up my senatorial aspirations in order for Joe Walker to be president if I have to. And you know why? And you know why? Because as senator, what significant difference would I make in the Senate if we don't have a decent president in the mansion? But with the right president and Pedro in the Senate, we can change this country. We will make good laws that will benefit all of our people. So I say to you, I will keep you no longer. Thank you. Thank you so much. We are here and nobody will run us out of here. When I left, they were joking. They were making mockery. They said we ran away. Didn't you know Jesus Christ ran away? Didn't you know Moses ran away? Didn't you know Taylor ran away? Didn't you know Ellen ran away? Didn't you know the VC footballing president ran away? At the end of the day, what do people who ran away have in common? They all become president. One day we shall become president, but before then we will make Joe Walker president, so we let this country off. Thank you so much. God bless you all. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
My friend and brother, how you doing?
I'm doing fabulous, AB. My God is good to me. It's been a little tough recent time, but we are fine.
I mean, Henry Costa kinda firing. What is on your mind? Let me start with you. What is on your mind?
Today or tonight, let me see. I got so many things on my mind, but I want to suspend everything with the exception of Costa return to Liberia. You know, AB, let me be honest with you. Sometimes in our own corners, I don't care what kind of baggages we have in our own closet. And every human being that created on planet Earth, on the basis of my faith, God has your destination. And that destination and purpose must be achieved before that sin God can take you back. Because those of us that believe in the oneness of God, we came from mud, and mud shall we return. Whether we let Costa or not, this is Costa generation. And don't underestimate it though. You know, not everything about Costa I like. And for the most part, he is very much aware of it too. And just like you and I, everybody got certain thing in their closet. Human being was not made or created to be perfect, but we were created to practice perfection. And that's where a lot of people don't understand other people. And I think for the past 10, 11 years, Costa have really mastered the science of politics, especially Liberian politics. And I think he did a great job. Even in a midst where there were few handful of people at the airport, folks that control the country, the government, lazy John the list people, they call them journalists in Liberia. They don't investigate. They don't do investigative journalism in Liberia. And those of us that have interest in politics and monitored and, reviewed our history, political history, and everything, we don't need to ask questions. I was so kind of like, why you ask that kind of question? Because you're not reading history. Spoon journalist asked Costa this question at the airport: how Costa can compare the June 7 protests, Arava, and this Arava. And Costa always ahead of the game, AB. He always ahead of them. Costa said to him, you asking me to compare this? I'm not going to compare it. You know what I would tell you? Do you know the portion of the Bible that talk about the birth of Jesus Christ? The 4 people that carry the news that the Son of God has been born, those are the 4 people you see at the airport now, the real people that are coming. And I think that was a perfect question. And in few minutes, few hours, the airport got overcrowded. How can you be a journalist or journalist? You live in Liberia. You know exactly what is going on there. Just the road from EAWA to the airport is a death trap. So you expected people to pull in and get that place overcrowded in a second? That's the first thing you should take into consideration. The next thing is you need to go back to event history. June 7, the very journalist people initially described it as a failure because they didn't find people early in the morning. When the people pulled in, it became a different story. So I think Costa have defeated his opponent, folks that said he's done. Hero has gone to 0. And whether we like it or not, let me tell you something. Right now, where Sir Joseph is, it's not resting. Maybe as we go further, I will give my own 2 cents. But for now, I think Costa reawakened the momentum for the opposition political parties. And before I turn the pendulum over to you, AB, Costa himself and a lot of political analysts describe his arrival today, yesterday Liberian time, as a purely organic crowd. And Class Reloaded, actually, he called in and they asked him what he meant about that. He said over time, people had truck people. They provided buses for them. They provided food for them. They gave them money to go to the airport. He didn't do anything like that. Everything was done by the people themselves. They took their own time, and the government decided not to bother them. Maybe they're scared of Uncle Sam this time. Police were never involved. The people themselves police their own behavior. They took over 6 hours to get to Unity Party headquarters, according to Costa. When they got to EAWA, was it EAWA Junction? I think Vamuma. Everybody walked from Vamuma to Unity Party headquarters. And that number of human beings is the very number of human beings we saw December 6th with Darren Dillon last day of campaign on that wonderful Sunday. So I want to stop it there and turn the pendulum over to you. As we go along doing the show, I will add up. But tonight, that's all on my mind.
Thank you, my friend and brother. Thank you. Thank you. For me, today I was very happy. I was happy because, this purported government
this government claim that they have the number. For me tonight, I'm going to be discussing Maria Yakula because she is a political nobody. Maria Yakula, she is just a lawyer. She does not understand the dialectics when it comes to Liberia politics. Maria Yakula does not understand it. And that is the reason she continued to attack Henry Pedro Costa. But for me, I am so happy for Henry Costa's speech that he made. The man said, Charles Taylor ran away.
Of course, that's a good history. At the end, he became president.
Ellie ran away. Even the scene George Manawia, he ran away.
Mm-hmm.
Then he Costa ran away. What have happened to people who have ran away? They have become leader of our land. That alone was not small. But, you know, as I can always say, many of us don't love Henry Costa because we claim that he is so arrogant. For those of you who have never interacted with him, that anyone can say that. But for a man like me, for Melek, my co-host, he have interacted with this. This man is humble. Henry Costa, I just said it all.
Mm-hmm. You know, AB, I'm not cutting you off, right? I was watching live when you called me earlier during the day. I said, no, my man, can't answer your call. Henry Costa's speech remind me of Barack Obama 2008 Democratic nomination acceptance speech, when he said there is no white America, there is no black America, there is no blue Republican, there is no blue Democrat, and there's one United States of America. That's a powerful speech today. That's a powerful speech. That was very, very powerful. Ibi, go ahead.
And then you know that our friends and brothers, they were mocking Henry Pedro Costa because, quote unquote, saying, oh, the man carry buses, empty buses to the airport. Now they saw crowd to United Party, they said they jack. They saw a crowd to United Party, they jack. I will play you that clip one more time. Then we will open our phone line for you to call.
Get started. We first of all want to start to protect us. We bless your name in Jesus' name. Okay. I want to play this prayer as well to do the welcome remarks. I'm going to play this prayer as the Vice Chairman for Administration of the Council of Patriots. So on behalf of the Executive, the International and the National Executive of the Council of Patriots, we want to welcome you to this ceremony. We want to welcome you to this welcome ceremony. There's a third statement I'm using, right? Welcoming you to a welcome ceremony of our most powerful chairman, Chairman Henry Pedro Costa. Not to waste of time, we are going directly to a statement, a special statement by the
the hero, Chairman Henry P. Costa. DJ, this floor small music while we are preparing for the chairman to speak out. The welcome song, that powerful welcome song.
Yep. Will it work here? One, two.
He said, don't shake it.
I put you in the great star. Thank you for speaking for us, for standing in the gap for us. That's why we celebrate you and say welcome.
Give me the flag. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. Give yourselves a round of applause. I am very humbled. To say I'm humbled is an understatement. I am prostrated at your feet in gratitude. Eternal, undying gratitude for the love you have shown to me. 40 years ago, I was born in a little village called Mashi Town. My power when I reach, my mind when I reach. So look at me today, I stand here, good people like you. You see, one of the mistakes leaders make is that they forget what the people do for them by giving them power or by uplifting them. Never. You should never forget. I want to take this time to thank my team. Several teams we have. Our team that traveled all the way from the United States with me to be here today. They put this whole thing together from that end. 15 individuals bought their own plane tickets, took time off work to come to Liberia to stand shoulder to shoulder with us because they are patriots, members of the Council of Patriots. They want a better Liberia. Then I also want to thank our team on the ground. The Vice Chair for Administration, the Youth Wing Chair, all of our officials, Brother Mike Fire Davis, Sylvester Tiffin, every one of you, I cannot name all of you. I want to thank you for putting this together in our absence. Then I want to thank you once again, all of you, for coming here since this morning. When this thing started, they said, oh, the hero now go from hero to zero because they didn't see the thousands of you at the airport. The people were coming. They didn't know the people were coming. But look now, Look what it has turned to be. Then after you, I want to give the greatest thanks to God, God Almighty, the Alpha and the Omega, the author and finisher of our faith. The God who gave us life to be standing here today. We thank him. This country will rise once again. I always say this: Liberia is a good woman who throughout her life has never known a good man. She has only been with bad men. She's a good woman. She takes care of the children. She takes care of the man. She does everything to keep the house going strong. But the husband does not appreciate her. He treats her badly. He treats her badly physically, psychologically, and mentally. And when you go to her and tell her that you are a good man and she should leave that bad man and be with you, she will not even understand what you mean. Because all her life, all she has known is a bad man. But one day, when that good woman finds a good man and she goes and be with that good man, that good woman will never go back to a bad man. The day the Liberian people find a good leader, the day this beautiful woman called Liberia finds a good husband, she will never ever settle for a bad husband. Because now she will raise the stake. Now she knows what it means to have a good president or a good leader who cares about the people, who will not spend $1.5 million to go and watch a football game when people are suffering in the country. Not a good for nothing president who is not able to confront you and talk to you. He goes into a church from a pulpit, he throws hints at you. He's a weakling. He is not a leader. A leader stands in front of the people. No matter how difficult the time, he speaks to the people. And even if the people do not believe him, but he has the courage and the tenacity and the intellectual capacity to speak the truth. But not a self-seeking, conceited, ungrateful leader. I want to say this to you.
One, two. No breakdown. Hold on.
Thank you. Now I can fire more. Yes. You see, we all own this country. Nobody owns this country more than the other person. Nobody is more Liberian than the other person. Look at it. That's peace. That's blessing. In 10 months from now, we will have a new president in the mansion. His son not playing for America. His girlfriend not in Ghana. He ain't got children all over the place. All his family right here. He's been married for 50 years. He's a family man. He's a deacon in the church. He is not a fake pastor. He's a truly decent, honorable, humble man. And when he becomes president, he will lift this country up, and then he will prepare us, the young people, and he will turn it over to us. And together, we will take this country, and we'll move with this country, and Liberia will become what it can be, that sweet land of liberty. Not sweet land of liberty for a few people, not sweet land of liberty for Congo people or country people, but for all Liberians. Some of you ask me, why do you support Joseph Yuma Boakai for president? Do you know the story about Joseph in the Bible? Joseph's brothers were so jealous of him. They sold him into slavery. But they didn't know what they were doing. They were his destiny helpers, and they didn't know that. And then famine would fall upon the land, and they would go and seeking food. And their brother had now become prime minister, and he would help them. This Joseph that we have, this Joseph who was betrayed by Ellen to put this monster upon us. When I told the Liberian people Kojologo and poison, I told you it will happen. I said you take the Kojologo, it may be better, but it will make you well. But when you drink the poison, it will kill you. Today we are dying. We are dying. But I come here to give you hope. This flag will fly once again. It will fly once again. And we will build a Liberia where your children and my children can have a great future. Where you don't have to go to America to own a car. You don't have to go to a foreign country to own a house. You can live in this country with the blessings that God has bestowed on us. We can make this country work for every human being in this country. But to do that, you must have the right leadership to do that. Natural resources cannot build a country. A country is built by visionary leadership. Honest leadership, a leadership of integrity, and that is the leadership that Joe Walker will bring to this country. And I have said this. I'd rather not be senator. I would give up my senatorial aspirations in order for Joe Walker to be president if I have to. And you know why? And you know why? Because as senator, what significant difference would I make in the Senate if we don't have a decent president in the mansion? But with the right president and Pedro in the Senate, we can change this country. We will make good laws that will benefit all of our people. So I say to you, I will keep you no longer. Thank you. Thank you so much. We are here and nobody will run us out of here. When I left, they were joking. They were making mockery. They said we ran away. Didn't you know Jesus Christ ran away? Didn't you know Moses ran away? Didn't you know Taylor ran away? Didn't you know Ellen ran away? Didn't you know the FC footballing president ran away? At the end of the day, what do people who ran away have in common? They all become president. One day we shall become president, but before then we will make Joe Biden president, so we let this country off. Thank you so much. God bless you all. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
This our brother.
And that was a fiery speech, man. Very fiery.
This brother understand the dialectics.
He understand it.
He understand the multiple operandities of our country. But anyway, let's open our phone line because our followers, people want to call right now.
Let them call. Let them call and share their perspective with us.
Yeah. Keep your call coming out on 612-520-1016. Once more, 612-520-1016. That is the number to call, or you can better call on 267-938-2801. That is the number to call. But Francis, let me hear you.
Man, you know, I think from all indication, even though according to the Election Commission, we got 21 registered political parties, as far as I know, current. But if we put in place the right mechanism, campaign mechanism at the level of Joseph Walker campaign, and considering the minors, the leadership insanity,
we have a
and the suffering that just we are government have placed Liberian people in, I think there could be a possibility for a tsunami in the first round. knowing what we know at this point. Yeah, put the color on.
Keep your call coming out. The quarter just went off. Keep your call coming out on 612-520-1016. 612-520-1016. Or you can better call 267-938-2801. That is the number to call to be part of the Manessa Nabraka talk show. You having caller there?
Yep, we'll get our first caller here. This is our regular caller, Libe. Yeah, hello?
Hello?
Hello, caller. What is your name? Where are you calling us from?
My name is Sandro Johnson from the state of Pennsylvania. Brother Francis and Brother AB, how you doing?
We are doing great, big brother. Mr. Johnson, go right ahead.
This is exactly what I expected from the party chair. Henry Coster. I expect the party, since he was elected in, let me say, Bond County, and then they burned his house, I thought this guy was going to fire and turn the whole Liberia or Monrovia upside down. But there's none like Henry Coster. I like men that stand and speak his mind up with no fear and trembling. This is what we need to hear more and more of Henry Coster. Right? We need to take the country back. When you want to take the country back, you cannot be under the rock. You got to stand up and speak, and people say, yes, you speak. But the party chair, I'm not going to say it right now, but you people party chair need to stand up and speak.
Yeah, hold on.
Not delicate say there's doing something, negotiating and stuff. You need to stand up and speak. I thank you guys for the show.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Johnson.
We have another caller here. Caller, what is the name and where are you calling out from?
Oh, my name is Tito Toga. I'm calling from California, to be precise, Sacramento.
My friend,
thank you guys for the show. I mean, it was amazing today. I mean, as I always say, Henry Coster is a big guy in the politics in Liberia. You cannot underestimate Henry Coster. And one thing people should understand, like, this man is not a political leader for you say he control your party. He's just a common talk show host. And he has made himself relevant in the Liberian politics. You cannot take that from no individual besides political leader can count for. I live in the United States. I go to Liberia all the time. No individual Liberian living in the United States can go to Liberia and 10,000 person or 5,000 person go to the airport and walk in the street where none of us can do that. As soon as the guy can do it, besides the political leader and the president, Joe, and other people, but how many Liberians able to put up even 2,000 people to just walk with your way for it? We able. So this man,
you're going fast.
He has made himself relevant in the Liberian politics. You cannot take that from. And the question that Spoon FM, I was watching the show when they asked you why you came, a few people came for it. How do you compare June or 6 protest? That was a protest, so everybody will come and welcome. They want to just go for the visit. So there are two different scenarios. So I just was baffled. The Liberian journalists wanted they need to do someone they just need to go for training because you don't ask that question why you say you came June and that time they. Yeah, when you can't be asking, say, what American that time for the protest? If American for protest, yes, for a protest, and the protest was nationwide. I mean, it was all over in Liberia. So yes, more people to tune in for him. Those are, but now he's going for a visit. So you don't expect everybody.
Not to cut you off. This crowd that Henry Coster Polo today, you cannot compare this crowd with Alexander B. Kumi crowd that welcome you.
Man, don't talk about Akim.
No, you can't do that. Alexander Kumi can be going to the airport and we walk in the street and I would have to for people. Even all the politicians in Liberia, other than that, even Alexander Kumi, the rest of the people, the Joga, with the Sir Joseph. Let me tell you, one of the issues that people don't understand in Liberia, Sir Joseph is a senator, okay? But when it comes, the problem the edge that Henry Coster will have over Sir Joseph, Henry Coster is outspoken. Henry Coster understand how to, look, let me tell you what made Darrell Delon to win the election. It's what you're going to tell the people your campaign message, how you're going to memorize them for you know, ain't no spark them or to go to the pool. Sir Joseph does not have that. You can put Sir Joseph, Henry Coster on the scene or stage and you talk about TP. Henry Coster is going to beat Sir Joseph. Thank you. And so when you put 10 person here now, and you put Henry Costa in charge, just like Henry Costa want to conclude either 8 or 5 of the people, 7 of them, to vote for him, because Liberian people, let me tell you, politics is all about the way you're going to present your political idea and what you're going to say and how you say it. Liberian will let people to talk plain, and Henry Costa, when he comes to talking, he cannot be Henry Costa. So that one of the answers Henry Costa had in the election, because he can memorize people. When he memorize the guys, brother, you will see people will choose to the pool, more than even direct the Lord to go for Henry Costa. And the problem what will get the CDC has if he had Henry Costa, that was what is it, or that was Zero and Yaka Koluba. Those 3 men in the campaign for United Party or on the same side, it will be a difficult situation for Joe. We are serious in Monrovia, because that was be on the other side of the pool, he will not cry Henry Costa and you get Yaka Koluba. Those 3 men combined force, I'm not allowed to the election. It will be a very difficult election for Georgia. And you know, so Henry Costa, I knew today that Henry Costa I'm going to pull a crap, because people naturally love Henry Costa. The only thing you say, oh, the man arrogant, black people can do they want, but the people love the man, because most of the thing the man talk is all about Liberia, how to make the country better. And you know, so thank you for the show. I'm watching, and I'll just stop there and I'll continue watching. Thank you very much, brother.
Thank you. You have a caller there?
No caller.
You can keep your call coming out on 267 938 2801. Once more, 267 938 2801. We have another caller here. Caller, what is the name and where are you calling from?
All right, AB. My name is Daniel. I call from Minneapolis.
Daniel, go ahead.
You know, today, as I watch from RIA through the route to downtown Monrovia, 6 hours, watching that young man, Aaron Costa, I just broke into tears, especially when I saw the lady sitting in a wheelchair.
I'm telling you.
In a wheelchair. My heart just melted. My heart just broke. It demonstrated that the Liberian people are tired and they are resolved to get rid of this nightmare.
I
go to Liberia.
No, not to cut you off. It was the same way that the people used to troop to the airport to welcome George Manawia. You remember? That was the same way. People used to troop to the airport to welcome him. That shows that the Liberian people are fellow. Why?
And so AB, the young man is an inspiration to all of us, the young people. I said and asked myself, in Africa, other countries are wishing to have young people like Henry Costa. Why are we Liberians trying to bring down our fellow young men who is an inspiration just because we support one overlapping politician who is using money to induce us? If you go to Uganda, you will find
Bobby Wine.
You find Bobby Wine. See, they support Bobby Wine here in Uganda because it's an inspiration to young people. If you go to South Africa, you find Julius Malema. Why Liberians? We have this young man. He has never worked in government. He has never stolen anyone money. This young man has been consistent since I've been knowing this young man from the Ellen Johnson era. People will say, oh, he will take money, he will change. Until Ellen 12 years ended, we never saw Henry Costa take any money from anyone. He was a strong critic of Ellen Johnson for 12 years. George Weah came in. He did not support George Weah. But when George Weah won the election, he said, I will pledge my support to George Weah and give him a chance. For 10 months, Henry Costa was pleased with Liberian people. Some of us who even supported him were angry with him. When George Weah started to build these 49 condominiums, build mansions all over the place, Henry Costa said, no. This is not what you came for. But there is something the Liberian people show clearly today. that they are tired with this nightmare, this weird regime, this criminal regime. The disgrace that has been brought to this country. You and myself will live here in the diaspora, Francis. You know the pressure we're having. People call, people getting sick, no school fees. Men and women cannot afford any more doctors, teachers are all over the place suffering. They can't get paid. You can't be hammering the people's salary. You can't pay them. Last year, $4 billion were printed, approved by the National Legislature. That money never surfaced on the Liberian market. You go to Liberia. So rapid money our people are using. They share that money among themselves. Jefferson Koji, who could not afford one room rent, is building mansion all over the place. Pina Bono, who was a cowboy shop seller, is building mansion all over the place. Nathaniel Magay, who used to live in a dusted place, he couldn't pay rent. Why did Liberian people continue to suffer? This generational hatred by Liberians. You see a young man coming up, instead of putting hand on the young man, you hate the young man because he doesn't support your political leader. I was just so proud today as a young man to see that brother deliver that speech like Martin Luther King. I was humble, and I'm inspired by Henry Costa, and I'll support him all day. And by the grace of God, Henry Costa will be the next senator of Motorado County to have to fight and join people like Dallas DeLong, Yomli Kanga Lawrence, and the other good few guys. It is a disgrace to look at our country going down the drain. If it were not passport we were selling today, that's someone at Crocodile GG. Look at the Ravafi Highway.
Telling you, death track.
Look at the Ravafi Highway. You're going to the only international airport. That 419 company that don't even exist anywhere at Never Bay Road. According to the U.S. report that brought sanction on Nathaniel Magay, they said a deal. It was Nathaniel Magay and other people who took the money for that road. After Joseph Barker, Ellen Johnson Salid has secured the money to build that road, those people came in and took that money and shared it and created that 419 company. I'm calling on all Liberians in the diaspora. Let us support Joseph Barker. He's an honest man. He's been in government for over 40 years. The only house he built and lived in is the same house he's living in. No record of corruption. Let's support this man and change the trajectory of our country for our children. My brother, thank you so much for the show. May God bless all of us as we enter into 2023.
Thank you. First, you get caught out there?
No call yet, though.
You can keep your call coming out on 267-938-2801, or you can call us on your WhatsApp on 215-266-6509. You can call us on WhatsApp on 215-266-6509, or you can call us on 612-520-1016. I mean, Aaron Costa just make my day.
Yeah, he did. He did. Man,
you know,
that crowd that I saw today, but the speech really inspired me, really motivated me, and got me reawakened that in the midst of everything, this self-inflicted hunger and poverty that George Weah has inflicted on our people, I think that's a hope at the end of the tunnel.
I mean, when I listened to Henry Costa today, that gave me hope.
We got a caller here. Let me take the call, please.
Take the caller.
Yeah, caller, what is your name? Where are you calling us from?
You're gonna have to reduce the receiver.
Can you call your receiver off, please, so you can be okay from your end?
Okay, Francis. You getting me now?
Yeah, much better.
Oh,
yeah, go ahead. You're good.
This is Alfonso calling from Rhode Island.
All right, Alfonso, go right ahead.
Yeah. I just want to give few words of that call I just called like 1 minute ago. He said it. He just said everything. My brother. You know Liberian problem is. Liberian problem is they don't let good people. That's how I feel as a young man. Since I started to work in Liberia, Liberians they don't let honest love. They love who like. I don't know why young people just. Some because like I can say majority of the young people like what I saw today, they are for Costa Rica. They just have some bad young people. They just get young people. One reason I see like young men with local men of Costa and just hating like because he speak the truth, because you don't support your political party, you support you. That will stop the Costa is a blessing to Liberia. Like it is a blessing and inspiration to every young people who live in Liberia. Like me, what they wanted, I'm very, very, very love the young. I love the young man. I pray, like, let me live to see this man and people come to. Let me see this man in leadership. I will be. You tell people like this man have the ambition, this man, it doesn't really over there. But that's my prayer, like I pray that this young man live and come to and let me rule this country. And let people see that we told them that this man is that so Liberia, if today put up the gas senator, well, maybe that could get it in the so yeah. But you not be coming on when you cry, like you see this ASD people and friends where that is what today. These people may let us support the we are. They may let us support the we are. I'm telling you on the spot.
Who are you talking about? Are you talking about ANC guys, the 7% guy?
I'm talking about ANC. I said, this people got ANC here. These people will let us support George. We are
because they are obsessed over Costa. They are frustrated. They are frustrated over Costa momentum. And they don't want to see the Grand Costa walk on. But they brought a guy that we don't know, and he doesn't know us too.
Professor, where in your politics? You will just come from everyone. You know what? Anything in the country for that, the nation hires me. Amen. You think you are stupid? You think that I'm not stupid now? That check on the blue style that you don't want to become senator. You don't want to become vice president.
You don't want to be representative either.
Your mom, born you or father, when you say presidency is for you. Hell, man. Who made the greed? The greed that who made greed. I've never seen any politician who is desperate for power ever before in my whole life since I started as a young man. I've never seen any politician. Like we should watch out for
we have a caller here.
All right, brother, you need to conclude now so we can get chance for other people to call. You need to conclude now quickly, please, so we can get other people to call in.
Okay. Let me just conclude now. If we believe like he wants to the thing it was very, very simple.
Yeah.
We are head down here.
Can I go through now?
Yeah,
okay.
All right, my brother. All right, my brother. Thank you.
We have a caller here. Caller, what is her name and where are you calling from?
Oh, thank you. Brother Francis, this is young Christian Luogon. a son of Nima Kante, but currently speaking from Indian Punjab states.
Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Like you rightly say, we don't expect everyone at the same time to make a change. I think Liberia is gradually changing from what we are seeing. The momentum is growing. But one of the disappointment, like someone they call it, I just left the land. This is just clear that ANC was supposed CDC. Like you just look at the revelations from the Secretary General of CDC the few days that they are trying by all costs for an ANC that being like critics to this government, they're rallying them to support Georgia. Or every gossips in corner in Liberia, don't overlook it. ANC, it is not an opposition political party. Opposition political party had to be very careful with Alexander Kumi and Musa Bedete. But for Kumi, let me say for Costa, it is clear that Liberians are getting to understand themselves. For George Weah becoming president, it was not a mistake. Because if Joseph Barker will not resolve to let everything to go, the cheatings in Liberia in 2017, we were in Liberia, it was very clear. But I mean, all the people was to have that perception that George Weah was to just change the country in 1 year to everything. But today, they are proving that George Weah, even the game he plays, all the money he made, he have no marks in Liberia that he will show that this is what I did. This guy works in government as peace ambassador. Peace ambassador is off a budget of 1.5 million. George Weah never had meeting in any of this country or need not to have an office. I challenge George Weah to say this position that carry 1.5 million, he have office anywhere in Liberia. George Weah have been corrupt from the very day he was born. But for the love of people, there are categories of people. Some people will just blessed for people to follow. But it don't mean or like intention will just be good to the people that follow them. George Weah have made a lot of use to do things that they never see themselves doing, my brother. We sit here, we watch this video, we listen to our people back home, our friends and brother, they are seriously suffering. We are just begging the Liberians. We are begging the Liberians to open their eye, because if you don't open your eye in the 2023 and still vote for George Weah because of love, and country is not based on built on love, it's built on reality. Visionary people, the Henry Costa then. Why should you hate Henry Costa? The thing this guy doing is that it's not medicine. It's not medicine, it's just about being real. Any other person can become, the Henry Costa when you're real. You have one side just say he have become humanitarian. That's the things I don't understand. But with the Liberian to conclude, my brother, you side just say you're not humanitarian the time you were setting plane. Let's look at your past record, the time you came up. Which sectors you ever had you're not senator or you're not representatives. You must become Liberia people, lawmaker, and take their own money and share on them before they know humanitarian. This is unfortunate. Thank you for your time, man.
Thank you. Carter, what is your name and where are you calling on from?
AB. Okay, this is Jerry Subi. I'm calling from Wisconsin, Mass.
Jerry, go ahead.
Let me say congratulations to Henry Costa. My brother, you see him left. There's a song that God made in Africa and say everybody get an era. Whether he left Costa or not, this is a man who God has said everybody get an era. See, the few days, other people say they have fire suffering rally. They cry, they put us say, they even put a packet. They cry, they put up. They can't even put a packet. See somebody who left America, wherever you go, Africa, more especially Liberia, you checking people wherever you want to go. Everybody want to call America name. For Costa to leave America to go in Liberia now, that's a good rebel. The boy is brave. Where everybody want to come in the country, my brother, to leave all your sweet, you leave all your Google card there. You go talk for people. There's a saying in the Battle of Valangor, the people say, if somebody washing your back, you will wash your own stomach. Costa is on the ground now. You washing your body, you are for you to wash your own stomach. What I'm trying to say, next year is the time that you must wash your stomach. Make sure, left as a whole, I can tell people, don't be ungrateful. If you feel that your government is doing you better, don't be ungrateful. Vote the man again. Or if you feel it's not okay, keep your man on. Even if you don't have dresser in your room, you won't call dresser. Put water in a big tub and look at your shallow. You don't get a top, put it in a bucket. You say, they might vote yes. They might vote yes for the future of the country. Even my unborn children. Your vote is not $20 and not cup of rest. So our people need to stand up. They say, why I tell my man John Lobo, I will launch a campaign called Operation No More Sending Money to Liberia. Because they fully mistake that they made. Now they all in people inbox the baking. It is made a mistake again, my brother. We will silent to the extent that's the meantime they will enter the suffering they want to hear just to free you to the suffering. Thank you for the time. I appreciate you, God.
Thank you. You can keep your call coming out on 267-938-2801. Or you can keep your call coming on 612-520-1016. Or you can call us on our WhatsApp number on 215-266-6509. Francis, go ahead. I see that you want to speak. Sam recording. Sam, how you doing?
We're going to Korea right now.
Baby, what's going on, my brother?
No bad. Your brother.
Baby, I beg you, after saying let me do my commercial, I beg you, because I better take you all the way across the
What Francis say?
Your brother Francis, you take you out to Foya. Go ahead, Sam.
I got Francis lawsuit hanging. When I reach America, I will sue that guy.
Go ahead.
Like my nephew, all when I go low fire, I will sue him for acting frisky and uncle and I made to put the devil outside for him. He will pay fine for the devil go back.
Go ahead.
Anyway, baby.
Yes.
You know, yesterday, the amount of people that turn up, but for me, I'm looking at the meaning. You know, everything in life has meaning. It depends on how you interpret it. Mm-hmm. If you look at what happened yesterday, the Liberian people clearly shown that they need and they are looking for leadership. And another thing there, it proved yesterday that the amount of time you spend with them, that you try to work on their behalf, they will appreciate you for the work that you do, or you are doing, or you did. But it is up to you. That's what I wrote the comment yesterday. To marry the woman down the thing, my brother, but to take care of the woman in the home when she brings children, that's why they call married man, or that's why they call parent or father. Aaron Costa, the Liberian people, have shown him love over and over and over and over again. I personally, I pray and I hope he goes in the Senate. Because for me, as an individual, that is my criteria. If I have my will, I would have set for all presidential candidates. No one should just come from the blue sky and become president just like that. They should serve in key position, at least like the Senate, so we can know what we're getting ourselves into. Our people did not pay attention to President Weah from the initial stage. President Weah proved to the Liberian people that he was not fit for that job. He proved to them. President Weah had a budget. Even when the guy said he was not audited, forget about the auditing that John Weah needed to go on. What Weah did with the money. The men when they brought those guys, they play football, they were feeling. You know, from the day President Weah started his soccer career, President Weah has been looting Liberia, benefiting from Liberia, and Liberia benefited nothing from him when he had the opportunity, when he was playing professional football. It was through the influence of late President Doe that George Weah went to Brazil, and through the help of other Liberians, George Weah reached Europe. What did George Weah bring back to us? Nothing. as a country. George Weah went and lavished his money, and he came back in the country put its hands under him again, and what George Weah giving the citizen? Death, looting, stealing. So from day one, George Weah had benefited more from the country than the country had benefited from him. Like the brother said, come 2023, let me tell you, unless George Weah cheat in that election, even they go election, George Weah never won it. They themselves confessing all around the place. Ellen had printing machine, the foreign ministry, they printed over 150,000 votes in Ghana. Go on the original net website, JMB won Bomi and Bapolu. How George Weah win 14 counties. So sometimes you see these are some of the things when sedition says. Sometimes for me, I look at sedition to be people that got mental problem. We are shame. Because sedition different from the we are shame. Like he himself called them the we are shame. Which means we are dogs. I sometimes say, hey, they cannot dogs in this country that the people train. They are intelligent than some of the people that support we are. To be honest with you. Okay. Because only a Christian man will see something and jump into it. So I just want to conclude by saying this. The people that are jealous in heaven, I don't think it is necessary. I don't want to believe that Henry is using medicine. I want to believe the Liberian people are just appreciating him for what he's doing, because the people keep telling all those that they are given the opportunity, we need leadership. We need someone that will seek our interest. We need someone that will put our future and the future of our kids first. We want you to guide us in the right direction. So this is my piece of advice to my brother Henry Costa. The Liberian people are showing you love, my brother. Please reciprocate in the right direction. Give the people the love and the leadership they need. Don't betray the people like the other people when you get into office. Because guess what? When you get there, the scene where the people say Hosanna today, that the scene where the people say crucify you tomorrow. And don't be like George Weah now. You start paying people and start running around saying the people hate you. The people this. The people don't hate you. You hate yourself first before the people can hate you. Thanks for the time, my brother.
Simon, before you go.
Yeah.
Says Sister Sarah Putuwei. Sarah Putuwei, she said, Happy New Year to you, my brother. You and your family, she wishing you Happy New Year to you and your family.
Oh, thank you, my sister. Thank you so much. We are just few more hours from the New Year, my brother. With few more hours.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, a few more hours from the New Year. Thanks so much. Okay. Yeah, I haven't been on the show for long, man. You know, they West Side, sometimes you get caught up with other activities, family and stuff, my brother. You don't get the time.
Okay. We have. If we don't have a caller there, you can go ahead with your commercial.
Yeah, no caller here right now. Let me do my commercial. I say, my people, you thank you for coming plenty on tonight. Let me do my little commercial so you can know what we're doing around here. Kangoma Multi-Services Consulting, Immigration, and Financial Services. Under the Financial Services Program, we are doing taxes for people. You know, America here, January coming, at the end of the month, we're getting our W-2. At the end of the month, we're getting our W-2. We are asking you to empower us so we can grow and be able to empower you too. All right? If you want to file for your parents, let us know. You want to file for your adult children, your minor children, you want to do your U.S. citizenship paperwork, you want to do affidavit or support, you want to do adjustment on startup, maybe you came from Liberia or other part of the world, somebody find you here, you find somebody, you get married, we can do the adjustment of startup. You want to do fiancé visa, or maybe you just want to invite somebody to come to the U.S. Okay? So, work permit and all that stuff, green card renewal, green card replacement due to laws, maybe it got mutilated, student loan repayment plan documentation, and life insurance. A lot thing we're doing here. So our phone numbers are 267-648-8012, 701-330-4693. Our website address is www.diasporaperspective.com. www.kangomaconsulting.com. So we want to say thank you plenty for supporting us. When we grow, we support you too. And guess what? You can call us. The phone talk is free. Professional consultation is 24/7. It's free of charge. Even if you decide not to use us to do your work, we say we give you guardian. We offer you guardians to get to understand where to get started, okay? So that is that. It be no color yet. But I just wanted to add to what many of our callers have said.
Okay, all right.
This is like the other caller said, right? Everybody get. Oh, we got a caller here. This is Judy. Okay. Hi, caller. What is your name? Where are you calling us from? All right, Judy. Go ahead.
Yeah, Mr. President, I just wanted to apologize for the last time I lost my mind for the show.
No. You're fine.
Yeah, because when I replay the thing, I will not even give you a chance to even ask your question. Yeah, but you know what happened? I'm happy Harry Costa is there, you know, they give the people hope. I hope when the people put it there, he will do the right thing. You know what I mean? I don't want for the people to just be singing praises and worship for him.
Happy New Year.
They were just, we are, and at the end, they got disappointed. So when I watched the clip, it tells me that the people really appreciate whatever he's doing in Liberia and all the things he has done in Liberia. The people really appreciate that. And the people need a leadership.
Sure.
So I hope when he does it, he will not disappoint the people.
Sure. That is our prayer.
I wanted to say, thank you, man. Thank you, hello, man. Because for a long time,
My man, AB hearing you already. AB is a host tonight, so he hearing you.
All right, thank you, hello. Yeah, thank you for your show. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye. Carter, what is the name and where are you calling out from?
Hey, man. How you guys doing? AB.
We are doing quite okay. Me and Francis, we are doing fine.
Yeah, AB and Francis. Happy New Year, Dr. Potter here.
Yeah.
Somewhere in West Africa.
All right, Dr.
I'm on the road.
All right, Dr.
God speaks for Liberia in 2023. And just wanted to say thanks to you guys for the show.
Thank you.
And let's keep hoping for the best.
Yeah.
The best that is to come. And that peace, stability, love, and above all, nationalism in the building of the new Liberia that is on the horizon. And all the best for our people.
Thank you, Dad.
Godspeed, guys. Yeah, take care. Happy New Year.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Wish you the same. You know, Francis, you say you wanted to say something? Francis, you are muted.
Like I was saying, right? Majority of our callers tonight, they are just making the points that we made earlier. Like the other caller said, everybody get their area. And for sure, Costa over the years, like I said during my intro, has mastered the science of Liberian politics. And whatever Costa have been doing for the last 10, 11 years, I think Liberian people have gotten to understand. And that is the reasons why they are not appreciating Costa consistently. That's what I told you, AB. Let me tell you something. And other people that have problem with Costa, like the Aki and Bobo people in the ANC and the so-called CPP, they are wasting their time because they have to pay money to get 200-300 people to go to their rally. 70,000 US dollar get missing for our tire suffering rally. Look at Joy Howard Taylor on camera lying to the people in Bon County. That is not what the people need today. The people need somebody that will say the truth to them. And we totally understand there are some Liberians that don't like the truth. They don't like truth teller. And that is who Costa is. So when you are truthful and when you say it the way you see it, then they say you are arrogant. Costa is not arrogant. Costa is a direct spoken man. Okay, he speaks his mind. And a lot of Liberians don't like that.
Okay.
But the good news is
we have a call on
every generation has their own responsibility. This generation, Costa from part of this generation. And I'm very positive. Going towards 2023, 2 days from now, or 1.5 days, Liberia and Liberians going to wake up in the majority and change the government that have created artificial suffering for them, using their own resources to abuse them every single day, headed by George Weah. You know, like I was talking with somebody today. I said, but let's look at George Weah, for example. Let's look at the rest of the football players around West Africa. Majority of them did not even reach to the capacity, to the recognition that George Weah reached. But what they are doing in their respective countries, for example, what did George Weah bring to Liberia? Africa best, Europe best, world best. Did we even get African Cup of Nations? Because we produce Africa best, and we produce Europe best. Then we go over and we produce world best. Did we get African Cup, AB?
African Player of the Century.
Did we get African Cup? We didn't even qualify before we go to World Cup, okay? One time we had that opportunity, George Weah sold again. But that's not all. My people, let me give you a small story, then I'll turn it over to you. Councillor Charles Walker Bronski may so rest in peace. When Bronski made that decision 2005, that Liberty Party parties should go and make their own decision to vote who they want to vote for. That was the beginning and the end of his political life. And for sure, Bronski did not come closer anymore. Can you imagine that? Steve Zago won Lofa County 2011. Eugene Farapaka Dele won Lofa County 2011, representative and senator. Other people won in Bassa on Liberty Party ticket. But Councillor Charles Walker Bronski, may so rest in peace, got 65,800 votes in 2011. Even Prince Joseph beating nationwide. Coming to 2017, it already make it worse. Because many people are talking in the corner, and you know, we the Liberian people, anywhere we find smoke, there's a possible fire, right? Alexander Cummings have put people around him that don't believe in him, but they believe in his pocket. His sugar water retirement money is all they got interest in. Mariah Yekula, little know Mariah Yekula, you know the party made her to be who she is today, and she sat over there. And let me tell you something, just wishing that another man there, how they call the Brown guy, or retired suffering guy. Louis Brown, another one. Dr. McIntosh, all these Ellen people, they all have been, Ellen Johnson said he retired for because her own life will be short if Joseph Boakai become president. Depression will kill that old lady. The day Joseph Boakai is announced the new president of the Republic of Liberia, 2023, Ellen Johnson said depression will carry her. And that's the reasons why they are playing casino politics. Who told us? It is Eugene Fagon, the former displaced Deputy Information Minister. That's all they are doing. The day Alexander Cummings opened his mouth in the run-up 2023 Astafulai to support the incumbent George Weah, that will be the beginning and the end of his political career, evident by what happened in Bronski. Because by that time, Liberian people will get to understand that you were not there for them. You in there for yourself. And that's why you are done what you are done. And that will be the end of it. Somebody say, oh, they're talking behind the scene. That's true. They are giving him guarantee, assurance, political assurance, that when they are turning over, 2029 will be for Cummings. But guess what? Ellen Johnson said he told Charles Taylor people, Juweden, that your vote for me in the runoff, Charles Taylor will take to where he is. Charles Taylor now come here to go to Sierra Leone. After Eddie won the election, inaugurated, started her job, the people called for Charles Taylor, that seen Eddie told them and say, Mahena Isa. How George Weah and his CDC going to guarantee you 2029 When they say cannot win any seat on their own any longer, they got to play casino politics. Cummings will be the stupidest because they hate Henry Costa. And you know what? Whether you hate this boy, you're hating, this is his time. God gave it to him.
That's one thing that I can always say. This is Henry Costa time. When your time comes, no matter who can turn against you, they are just wasting their time. This is Henry Costa time. Whether we like it or not, this is his time. The young people, pregnant women are born children, they are naming them Costa. They don't have no connection with him. They are naming their children and Henry Costa.
Henry Costa.
so yeah. Only because many people love this brother when he take the microphone. This brother Henry Costa is an orator. Henry Costa understands the Queen language.
Yeah, it be Sonny Jackie to my mind, right? We got these crazy people here. They are all ANC people. Rich men, they get fake name online. Vic Bessie and Prince Johnson. Prince. You call yourself Princess, right? Princess Johnson. Okay, let me just use it the way you got it. I don't know her understanding of sugar water, Coca-Cola and sugar water, whether you like it or not. Maybe you don't use to Liberian English or Liberian colloquial English. Okay, my people, you're sorry that my daughter gave you some hard time. Yeah, so Abi. So Cummings, George Weah and the CDC and the coalition, they could not win election. They stopped to 38. CDC, NPP, and Ellis Tyler Party, then followed by Prince Johnson Party, right?
Yeah.
According to media report yesterday, they were in a long meeting. How can people be struggling to get other people to join them to go to election and they ensure they will win? Then they guarantee you for 2029. And that's stupidity there.
Mr. Alexander B. Cummings said, don't do the same thing over and over and expect this different result. But he is doing the same thing and he don't expect for him to have different results. That is by bringing Louis Runner, the CEO Cup, by bringing. Do you know that the former minister, defense minister, during charter time from Bassa?
Yeah, Daniel J.
Daniel.
I saw him with all his pistol around his waist. Yeah.
Just help us. Just help us. But for us, let me take the quarter. Quarter, what is Finney? Let me quarter coming here. Quarter, what is her name and where are you calling from?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning from my end. My name is Dole Lasana, and I'm calling you from Italy this morning.
Go ahead.
Okay, AB, thank you for the show, but I just have a question, and I want to ask you and Grace in studio this morning from my end.
He is not my guest. He is my co-host.
Okay, the co-host anyway. My question here is this. AB, with this split in the opposition, do you think they can defeat George Weah come 2023? That's my question. Now, the what I want to ask you again,
But you
why
ask
those?
you ask your question is just simple answer. So wait, let me answer
But
your
I
question.
think the men want add it up. That's how I see it.
No. I just want to solve the first one. Let the first one move on the way. The man is asking me what I believe that Josh Madawia will win. What are the opposition, which is JMB? What are JMB can be able to defeat? Just Josh Madawia. That's your question, right?
No. Listen to me. I said,
JMB. He said
do you
opposition in
think?
general.
Hello, are you getting me?
Yes.
Okay. I said, do you think with this split in the opposition community, do you think can they defeat George Weah come 2023? Either Joseph Boakai or Arizona Kumi?
Yes. My answer is yes.
Okay. Now, I want to, for me, really, I want you to explain to me how are they going to win George Weah come 2023 with this problem in the opposition community. I'm online, so you can.
No, there's no problem.
No, you can explain to me. You can't just say yes. You have to explain to me. I want to know. So I'm online, and I will be listening to the show, so you can explain to me in detail. Thank you very much.
Okay. Francis, Francis, you go ahead.
Let me try. Ebena gave a good answer because there are a lot of people don't review the past, and that's the reasons why they catch difficulties. Many people doubted that Charles Taylor could not win election in Liberia. Many people. On ground that he was a rebel leader, he killed everybody almost. But when the Liberian people got ready, they say, kill my mind, kill my power, vote for you.
Vote for you.
And that was the end of the story. And they show it at the ballot box. So what they got in, or the color that just left the line, I'm giving you my own analysis based on history, political history, and election results, at least from 2005 to 2017. Color, since 2005, we have not had any loyal opposition in Liberia that went against incumbent and they won. No. If you have one, give it to us. What do I mean by that? There was a plan in the making to have one, which became to be known as CPP, consisting of 4 major political parties. However, that collaboration did not hold after the 2020 elections. You already know that. And that is the reason why many of you are now saying there's a split in the opposition. Opposition is not united, this and that, this and that. That's the reason you're saying that. But even 1997, let me just digress a little bit. 1997, there was an attempt to have a loyal opposition against Charles Taylor. It didn't work. We didn't go to runoff. Taylor won all of them, flat up to 75% of the vote. Okay? 2005, there was no loyal opposition again. In fact, there was no incumbent. But one thing we have observed and noticed consistently has been the pay for play or play for pay. Okay? And the person who have been very, very, very meticulous about that has been Senator Prince Yomi Johnson, PYJ for short. We went to the runoff 2005. 3 political parties came close, but they didn't meet with the constitutional requirement, which called for 50% plus 1 vote. CDC George Weah came first, followed by Eden Johnson Unity Party. The third person was the late Councillor Charles Walker Bronskin from the Liberty Party. On the basis of law, the 2 highest went back. Who broke the tie? It was Prince Johnson, Nemba County. Eden Johnson Unity Party won. We went to 2011, the same thing. This time around, Councillor Charles Walker Bronskin dropped as number 3. During 2005, This time around, Eden Johnson Select Unity Party, Kim O, followed by CDC, Winston Tonuma. I just want to give you small analysis. Winston Tonuma, and the third person that came 2011 result was Prince Johnson on Nimba County. Okay, we went to the runoff. Of course, again, Eden Johnson Unity Party won. So I am saying this to say, consistently CDC have had 25 to 26% of their own votes. Consistent, according to Election Commission report. When they went into the coalition with NPP, with Diaspora Party, and which party? I think that were three parties from the beginning.
Yeah, it was Diaspora and then NPP and then the CDC.
The CDC, 3 in 1, okay? The scale did not attain the constitutional requirement which called for 50 plus 1 vote. 50% plus 1 vote. So they got 38%. It means they were still lacking. This time around, that coalition attained that number. Unity Party did not have any coalition. They were able to count next. We went to the runoff, of course. Again, Prince Johnson broke the tie. Pay for play, according to American government. Gave him money, he gave a vote to CDC people. Okay? So CDC won the election. Considering what we know and considering the split in the very governance party, the coalition party of the CDC, NPP is calling for money. Prince Johnson Party later joined them during the runoff. They are also calling for renegotiation because the appointment promised by George Weah CDC coalition did not adhere to that. So the NPP group, the Diaspora group, Prince Johnson group, they are all calling for renegotiation of their framework. And that negotiation basically said that they did not give them jobs, their people jobs, they should give them money. That's the Liberian politics. So considering that, and considering the split in the opposition, quote-unquote split, the only split that there is, Unity Party walk away and carry their people. The 7% guy, the guy who stole sugar water for 36 years, he don't want to be city mayor, he don't want to be representative, he don't want to be senator, he doesn't even want to be vice president. He might born him after Coca-Cola, he must be president. That's what he's telling us. So, he out. So, considering what we know, having Henry Costa, the new political technician in our time, having Darius Delon,
ADD,
the man who have the highest records.
The line.
Just say the line. No, I'm going to lie. The highest records when it comes to vote casting, according to Election Commission, the man who the CDC refer to as vacation senator beat CDC stronghold in Monserrado County back-to-back in less than a year. 2019, he beat them. They say it was vacation senator, right? 2020, he came and beat them again. He's no longer a vacation senator. It's a full-scale, full-fledged senator for 9 years.
Okay, we have Semonela.
Yeah, one more. Let me go to one more person. The Bassa belt. The Bassa people are not only dominant in Grand Bassa County, they are dominant in Bassa, Riverside, and Maigibi. Nyobli Kanga is on the side of the United Party. Musa Bilete got the intellectual quote-unquote Kumi's people inside the Liberty Party. So, my brother, to answer your question, these are the factors that will play in the election of 2023 that will eventually leave Joseph Boakai becoming the next president. There may not be any runoff, knowing what we know. John Weah cannot get Monserrado County. You think which candidate CDC going to get? Juweha Watira went to Bon County. She go loud to the people. How many people welcome her? In her home country, where she was senator for 15 years before she became vice president. So that's the analysis I got for that corner. We're going to win and we're going to take our country back from indigenous vampires.
Samuel, go ahead.
You know, Eddie.
Yes, Samuel.
Francis, I like your explanation, your interpretation. You know, Liberian people. That my man, interpretation, my man, the man interpreted it the right way. That analysis thing that for the web people or for the book people. I let the way he interpreted it good. You see, when I hear people talking how JMB will win, sometimes I wonder if they are really paying attention to Liberia body politics. How they don't want 2020. Let me tell you, if you call Joe Weah one-on-one now in the room, you set him down, you're asking Joe Weah, you think he can win the election, he tell you no. The only reason these guys are forcing themselves to stay in the offices is to protect what they have stolen and continue stealing. And you see, Avi, no matter how long the fruit stay in the tree when it rep, it will fall down. Joe, we are lucky he can stay there. Tottenham stay there for how many years? 27 years, how many years? Today, where is he? Where are his kids? Come 2023, the only person that can stop JMB from winning that goal. You see, the thing people like Cummings now understand, there is time and season for everything. This identical Liberia political season is not for the old criminal politicians that the Liberian people tired hearing their names in the political space and nothing came out of it. People like Louis Brown. But you know what? Cummings will continue to fail. Cummings will continue to fail, AB, because when you are in a hurry, you make too many mistakes and then you don't know what you're doing. Cummings' level of, I don't want to call it desperation, but level of greed for the presidency has blinded his eyes. And Cummings is like George Weah. When you come in to support him, you need to have one agenda, the presidency. You shouldn't have anything else. So you find people like Lofa Julius and other people that used to talk, all of them have been compromised. Because they know the fact. Maybe Mr. Cummings is the first politician that have been given the opportunity by the Liberian people. They chose him, Liberian people themselves. Go as vice president to the Pape. When the Pape leave from there, we will vote for you. Let me tell you, AB, the Liberian people can vote before the election date. CDC, the same people that voted for Dillon 2020 and I think 2019, that the same people going to vote again. And you saw how the people protected their vote?
Yeah.
George Weah can't do anything. The Liberian people will vote against Weah. And let me just add to what Francis said. You know, one of the reasons why it will be hard for George Weah to cheat, when I hear people, oh, incumbent, George Weah, number one, the African leaders don't want any celebrity in politics. You know, there were so many weaknesses that could have removed George Weah, but Liberian people are smart. Let me just name some. The African leaders don't want celebrity in politics, because when the celebrity gets involved in politics, it will screw them up. That was George Weah number one enemy. Liberian people not take notice of it. George Weah is not a leader. He does not have any skill. He's not innovative. He's not bringing or adding anything to the table. He's just occupying that space. That George Weah weakness number two. George Weah can steal from the initial stage. George Weah do not have the backings of the international community. Maybe every African leader that in Africa that stole or rigged election, the international community got their back. Unfortunately, George Weah don't have this luxury. Okay? The next thing, George Weah have not reached a point to understand how to play Liberia politics. Like Francis said, over the years, Costa have mastered Liberia politics. George Weah not reached that level yet. I bet you call George Weah and you call a crowd or group of people here one-on-one. The only thing you say, munye. If any, George Weah does not have a message that he can persuade people right now without juju. So for George Weah losing come 2023, it's easy. The people will vote. The people will protect their vote. Mr. Kumi missed the biggest opportunity of his life, that he will sit down in his political closet one of these days and regret that decision for rejecting that vice presidency. So the people that are asking, to beat an incumbent, I say this, if George Weah forced himself come 2023, AB, that time will be ungovernable for George Weah to the point that he himself, he will call the people and beg them, they're getting the presidency and walk away. Because AB, people are blooded in that place in the brain. And you saw all those go there?
My man.
Because George Weah does not have the ability to change anything.
My man, for the fact that I can see crippled woman what last caught, I am saying crippled. Let me just put it in the Liberian English.
Exactly.
Crippled woman sitting in which year? The woman went to the airport to meet Costa.
But Ebi, George Weah paid people recently to go wait for him. When George Weah going somewhere, they can force children out of school to go and wait for him. How much Costa gave those people that you saw over there yesterday?
Costa did not get a
The people in Monrovia, you see cars passing, they beeping their horns. That's a sign of solidarity. Let me tell you, Ebi, there are 4 people in the identical political dispensation that anybody, when you get on your team, you got Gusan, you see Delon, you see Costa Nana, you see Yombly on the female side, you see Yeke Koluba. Don't see Yeke doing that thing. Yeke will come back to GMB. That one nephew will call Yeke. At the moment, Yeke is so angry, so anything that can deal with George Weah, Yeke will be in favor of it. And you see the ANC people say, "Now get shame." Yeke being hurt for so many times, Yeke resigned. They did not talk to him. When they having a time talking rally, they go to him. Yeke supported that rally because anything that will put fire in George Weah coat suit, Yeke ready to blow that fire. That's the only thing Yeke went over there for. So let Mr. Cummings keep going back for the firewood and not get wet. That had to catch fire. Why JMB get all the dry firewood near him that catching fire? Then he think he will win election. George Weah second come close. They want him on George Weah. They want to see George Weah. Now I spoke for her, they not call their name. Because my brother, what they put on crying over spoiled milk. Come 2023, the full hard political cake at the moment. Anybody side, cause let me, and you know what, Abi, let me close on this. The Liberian people are not stupid. When Costa was supporting George Weah the first year, what happened? You saw how many people went against him, right?
Yeah.
And you saw how he lost his support base?
Yes.
Thank you. That is to tell you that the Liberian people were not happy with the decision he made. Even Delon now, if Delon pledged his support to George Weah, I bet you Delon will lose 80% of his support base within a month time. The Liberian people, they need to call George Weah. They're done with it. And you listen to all of the medias, George Weah is done.
Thank you.
George Weah put himself in the frying pan, like the children can say, when you put yourself in tomato cup, we'll show you a broomstick. 2023, the Liberian people will t-shirt George Weah with a political broomstick out of that office, and he will go in retirement with all the things he gave our money back. The property he paid for his children with the steady money, because the one they carry Jamaica Empire, it will be hard for her to get it. But the one that in Liberia. And the first time JMB will take office, JMB not order George Weah government, I will be one of the people that will get on Facebook on his back. That thing I want to see the government auditor, number 1. Number 2, I want him to come up with programs that will promote and take the young people from in that mess they in our country. And the third thing, I pray that he prioritize education. Abi, education is needed in Liberia now more than anything else.
Okay.
We need schools.
Yeah.
Abi, in this country here, I don't know about America, we got 16,000 skilled workers vacancies. 16,000. And you know who they will benefit from it? It will be other countries, my brother. They got agencies here that are willing to pay your way, pay your plane ticket, pay everything once you have the document to come here and provide that skill. If Liberia had that opportunity, we will have shown some of our brothers and sisters how to apply for these things. But unfortunately, we don't have those schools in Liberia. I pray that the next leader will prioritize education. And JMB, for me, these are my 3 cardinal points. When he target there, I will join Facebook for him. I will be the next critics on Facebook for him. Thanks for the time, AB.
Thank you.
I think we had a good show, man.
Yeah.
To be honest, we really hit hard tonight.
Yeah.
Over 300, that's a good one.
You want to make a closing statement? But before that, I want to play. You listen to the song that. Let me play it for you.
Is it him?
This song is dedicated to Mr. Henry Petro Costa. We say welcome home, welcome back to Mama Liberia. Liberians celebrate you in the Grand Star. Thank you for speaking for us, for standing in the gap for us. That's why we celebrate you and say welcome. Welcome. Liberian, welcome you all. Welcome. Welcome. I want to go to home. We welcome you home. We welcome you back. Everybody celebrating you. Everybody should be letting you. We are happy for you. We are happy for you. Only you can talk for all. Liberia welcome you. We welcome you, yeah. The woman is celebrating you. The papa is celebrating you. All the young people celebrating you. Mr. Costa, Aaron Costa. The man that gave his life for Liberian people. The man that stay in the gap for Liberian people. He not scared of anything. Boy, come to Liberian people. He don't want to know about his life. Want the Liberian people business. We welcome you, Mr. Costa, Aaron Costa. Welcome home, welcome back. We missing you. Everybody celebrating you. Costa, Aaron Costa, Costa, Aaron Costa, Petro Costa, Costa, Mr. Costa, welcome, Costa.
We'll leave it right there. My friend and brother, your closing statement.
Maybe, honestly speaking, sometimes I want to lose my words. Some of our followers, they feel they say I've become very aggressive and ballistic. And I think we need to stay on that coast. Because the indigenous vampires we got in our country, George Weah and his cartel members, they do not understand diplomacy's and normal way of doing things. You know, we live in America. Ugly and strong diagnosis require strong or stronger prescription. That's the only way that diagnosis will be served better. In our own Liberian Korokra, when you get bad soul, that soul that is hurting you. You know what kind of medicine you need to put on it? That telemasi. Because the telemasi can really juke it and go straight to the disease that causing that. That germ that causing it. That make it inside that soul that causing your soul. When you put telemasi on it, you yourself, your skin and that make it, you'll be in trouble. I gave you 72 hours, will get dry. That speech Costa delivered today, I pray every single day to live longer with good health, with agility, to realize that speech. That we realize now and we enjoy Martin Luther King's speech and Martin Luther King advocacies. I don't care how other people feel about Henry Costa, how they feel about Joseph Walker being old. He lived in one house for over 40 years. This season, God has designated this season to be for them. This is their season. This is the season of Joseph Walker, the season of Henry Costa, the season of Nyombli Kanga, the season of Yeke Korba, the season of ADD. And you know who I made it through? They say the voice of the people is the voice of God. God is passing through the Liberian people to make this season, the political season 2023, to be Joseph Boakai season. And that is the fundamental reasons why the old men say we are not using the conditional verb if. We are using when. If I become is conditional. When I become president. Okay? So my people, all we got to say, we do not have good leaders. Like Costa said, Liberia is a fine woman. But Liberia have had the experience of abusive men all the time. And that's why they found woman anyhow. Found woman. Children cannot get good papa. So this time around, we want to get good papa. Good papa. For this woman here. They found woman here. Liberia. Good papa, yeah? And that good papa, God says so through the Liberian people is Joseph Nyuma Boakai. And that is the reasons why we are in this. The other part, we got another correct part. This is a part that will take 1.5 million and go to football game in Qatar, Arab country. And return to our country and cost everybody inside opposition. And move from there and go on Kure Street to go play street football. For God in heaven say you want that person to be your part? Dress nicely every day and can't give you food to eat? So I want to stop it right there. But before I go, AB, please allow me. Aisha, come on here. Where's Sange? Come, let me pull you up here. Anybody get problem, we must die. Just that the people honor our live view, right? The credits are seeing but they enjoy it all like crazy. Come. Come here, young girl. You already 3. Oh, I can't be spoil my stuff. Okay. You please recognize this young girl, okay? All right. She will be smart 3. In fact, she already smart 3, okay? This is Sange Aisha Duno. Smart baby, right? So you please say all of our followers, our supporters, you please say happy birthday to my baby girl. Yeah. She will be turning 3. In fact, she already turned 3 because it's actually 12:15 a.m. our time yet. She already turned 3 and hopefully by tomorrow morning, before the end of the day, we'll be going live to celebrate her birthday. Right? You want to say hi to everybody? Okay, say hi to everybody. Hi. All right. So we're going to sing the happy birthday for you, okay? Thank you for coming. All right. So my daughter's birthday is today. My own birthday will be 15 days after tomorrow. So, Mr. CEO, just so you know. That is there. So my closing, that is right there, my people. Let's give our man good husband, yeah, so we can get good papa. That is there. He'll be back to you.
Yeah, you know, I was looking for a happy birthday. You know,
you were able to get it, son?
I'm checking for it. Let me check for it. Prince Nico.
Okay, come here. Come sit down, my lad. Your uncle come and pull a happy birthday song for you.
Yeah. So Sange will be how many years old?
She'll be 3. She already 3, by the way. It's 12:17 a.m. North Dakota time.
Sange,
no matter North Dakota woman.
Sange, you be woman. Is that true?
She's not hearing you. I gotta remove the plug. You want to answer, Sange? All right, go ahead, Abby.
Sange, they say you be woman. Is that true?
We can't hear you. Okay. All right, I will just put the earphone in here. Okay, I'm talking to you. Yeah, answer.
Sange,
all right, go ahead.
Sange, they say you be woman. Is that true?
You need to answer the question. Are you be woman? You big 3, right? You Super 3, right? Yeah. Okay. You know what? I read in the comment. I read the comment to now, but now you say, but I can't go. The other commenters say we are very annoying, but I can't go. You already made my daughter to laugh at you tonight. Hey, Salima Fufana say we are annoying, but you can't go. Yeah.
I mean, you know, it's a happy time for man to be celebrating his, you know. Okay, now I'm finding.
Okay. So you are the Sange, you are the co-host right now. You know that, right?
So, you know, it's a nice thing for people to be happy whenever they find their daughter birthday is really I admire it a lot.
Okay, good. Thank you.
So
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Satan, to you. Long life to you. Happy birthday to you. Satan, to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy Satan, to you. Prince Nico say happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Prince Nico say happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy Satan to you. Happy birthday.
All right. Thank you.
So you can be able to make a statement now, then from that I can just close it.
For the most part, I want to say thank you to our audience, our supporter, our followers. I want to say thank you very much for the nice sentiments and happy birthday text messages, everything coming through the comments. We really appreciate you. Any cash out for our daughter? We didn't put cash out, or maybe tomorrow if we have a show. Maybe, but not really. Yeah, so we just want to say thank you very much for at least being patient with us a little bit. I didn't really expect it. If you just book it, just text me and say, we got to sing happy birthday for your daughter. We didn't really plan this. That's why she in her sleeping clothes. She not put on. But she got very excited though. To be honest, she didn't really expect it because she's waiting for tomorrow, right? Okay, so but anyway, we want to say thank you very much. We appreciate you a lot for your thoughts and your nice comments expressed, wishing her happy birthday. Yeah. On her behalf, we want to say thank you very much for that. So we want to say stay safe and we want to say good night, good day, and good morning, depending where you are. So I'll be back to you.
I just want to take this time to tell the Almighty God, thank you for us having a successful show. This show is dedicated to Madame Donna. She is called. This show is dedicated. As little as she is, those are some of the movement that people enjoy with their kids. Taking them for them to go eat out, spending time with the dad. There is nothing more than that. There is nothing more achievable that man can be able to give besides spending time with the loved one, and which is your kids. And my co-host here have been very, 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 very timely. This guy will even abandon job to spend time with his daughter. So on behalf of the Abraka Talk Show, I want to do this night for us to dedicate this show to her, especially how smart as she is. This little girl, she is very smart. So every man will be proud of their daughter as they become more smart and smarter. So on behalf of the Abraka Talk Show, I want to say, Madame Donna, happy birthday, yeah. Happy birthday. Bye-bye for now.
Yes. Bye. Thank you, Abby. Happy birthday, God.